Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. It's been a minute, but we need to get one more stream in this week before I head off to Chicago today. And we will be streaming from Chicago. The Women's World Championship is going on, so I don't expect too many. We are subscribed. And it is quite interesting what we're going to do in this position, yeah? I believe the position is roughly equal. Queen to b4, yuck. That makes sense. As Zhu and Jun, for the first time, has an opportunity to start capturing and breaking down the pawns in the center. What was this opening? An English opening, 4 knights game. It's like a Sicilian accelerated dragon reversed. Bishop c5, inviting bishop takes e5, knight takes e5, bishop takes f2 check. And very common. Normally this bishop would like to put more pressure on the e5 pawn. And of course we're going to circle around to get at the e5 pawn a different way. Losing the bishop pair but obtaining one massive pawn island with one isolated pawn on a4 and pressure on b7, so c6 is played. a5, of course, is played to weaken these pawns. The bishop pair is recovered. And this is almost where we are now, actually. And black has just played the move rook on f to c8. Let's resume our regularly scheduled programming with Profitable Crows of Australia. We will get a few in. I do believe in these ratings on Lee Chess. I believe they're relatively accurate toward over-the-board play. We're going to nullify any London possibilities with g6. And I don't want to get run over. Well, that's interesting. Let's just continue developing and not move the same piece twice, thereby improving our opponent's pieces. Stopping any possible pawn breaks with c5. Do I dare? Let's just prepare the pawn break as needed. We've pawn breaks planned with e5 as well as so e5 looks like it's been stopped. And how many times will this pawn be defended? Only twice, right? You can shove it even further. Wow. Let's just continue to weaken our opponent's pawns. Are we reaching anything here? Bishop, bishop, knight. Bishop to g5 now off the table. Totally symmetrical pawn structure. Where could he be going? Knight e4, bishop b3, knight d5, rook d8. Queen to b6 was also a possibility. We're just going to keep feeling around, as this bishop is completely nullified by the fiend-countered bishop. Profitable Crows is no slouch, though. I'm not going to take him for granted. We will see. Yes. 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 Takes, 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 takes. All right. I don't know if I was really tagging that pawn or not. I doubt that I was tagging that pawn. Did he have a rook to the 7th rank? Maybe. Maybe he did have a rook to the 7th rank. Bishop takes, knight takes. Is h5 a threat? Where is this knight going? Honestly, where is this knight going? I don't know. We'll try it. We could have played bishop h6 just to keep this pawn from moving. We'll know just a moment, just now. We do have the advantage of the 2 bishops, but we have to consider that this position is going to be decided with the weakness of f5. Who knows what then takes? All right. Can we hope to obtain just what we planned? This is pretty weak, I have to admit. We might have been balanced him just enough to decide this. Let's keep our stuff habit. We're going to try to keep Uh-oh, we might actually save it. Uh-oh. Very lucky. Creating outside pass pawns on both sides of the board. Very lucky. Before we head off to Chicago, not Sigma at all. Dude, where are we? Was that from last stream? I don't even know. That's a good question. Where is our... We didn't fire up. We're so out of practice, I tell you. We are so out of practice. Please check out the Amazing Power Chess Informant, the YouTube channel, yada, yada, yada. Streamlabs for YouTube, very good. Kingslayer Sloan. Moment of truth, everyone. Miles the Miasmic. I don't know that I'll be able to stay for the whole broadcast, but I'm going to try. Chicago this weekend, Girls National Championships. Good morning, Miles. What are you doing up this early, sir? Why? Why are you up? Are you watching the Chinese Women's World Championship? Game is thoroughly even at the moment. Absolutely and thoroughly even at the moment. Now that I'm playing, my competitive juices are flowing. And good use of those channel points, sir. Drill core. We're playing D4. We're not varying at all from a standard repertoire. Nobody really plays the Queen's Gambit anymore, so this is a nice change of pace. The primary reason why no one plays the Queen's Gambit anymore is this particular variation of the exchange Queen's Gambit. I do have to look into this. We will see. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Bishop takes. Pawn takes. Bishop takes. Bishop takes. Well, my opponent offers a draw. Dude, we don't get any points if we draw this early in the stage, by the way. We don't. We don't actually get any points if we draw at this stage of the game. So we just have to decide if we're playing in the center or perhaps on the side of the board. Where are you headed, sir? Now that you've committed. There's no knight a6, knight b4. Wow. Okay. It's a fascinating push. We have the c5 square. My opponent doesn't have a dark squared bishop. He doesn't have pressure on d4 immediately. We'll always have queen f2. We can artificially isolate or even win material if our opponent so chooses. Yeah, it looks pretty bad, I have to admit. Profitable Crows berserking against some poor schmuck. Ah, Hazma. Hazma outdone. All right, Profitable. Here we go. We've had our 6. Yeah, the Grand Prix attack is pretty much null and void in this particular instance. We will keep developing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Queen f3, queen g3. Let's just keep attacking. Everything looks like it should be. Completely. And now Can I play it this way? All right. I am probably going to capture at least once. Uh-oh. Things are getting a little bit sketchy here. Just a little bit sketchy. So now, takes, Can I do that? Then I have to recapture this way. Let's just keep attacking. Ruh-roh. Can I? All right, moment of truth. Whoa. Where do you think you're going? Knight e5 check, knight takes, pawn takes check? I don't know. But we do have to pretend as though we're gonna be safe here. Well, bummer. 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 Bishop a3. True. Oh no! Did I lose? It looks as though I lost, folks. I did lose. Nicely done, sir. I overlooked that one. I did overlook that one. I had to take the draw. I turned down the draw offer. Profitable pros got me. Do I dare try to catch up with him? All right, let's do it. Let us do it. And now for something completely ridiculous. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I'm going to lose this one. We're out of here. We are so out of here. "36 seconds, folks. 36 seconds. "26 seconds. Woof! Profitable crows made me do it. Sorry, Hamza. I'm so sorry, Hamza. Oh my god. Profitable crows. Look what you made me do. That's really not cool. Chicago? This weekend. Miles plays chess. What is he up to? Good to see him, though. Got a decent turnout for a Friday morning, given that I haven't streamed in 4 days. Since Monday. First stream of April. Maybe we'll catch up this weekend. I owe 582 an instructional stream based on a lesson that I did not give. Assam, good morning. No disrespect here, of course. No disrespect here as we prepare to play a Sicilian. What in the world? Interesting. Yes, I was tempted to grab the center, but I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to be patient. Doesn't hurt to have patience. Setting up a King's Indian, an old Indian, in reverse, with the d3 pawn being excruciatingly weak. We will see how excruciatingly weak it is in just a moment. Yes, we do have to watch out for a few things. Queen e7 was also on the cards, but first things first. Now that he doesn't have knight g5, we may have other squares for our pizzas. Interesting. Where is he going with that? This music is quite busy. All right, and now he does have an interesting option. Takes, but is his bishop still trapped? I don't know. Let's pretend as though it's not. Let us pretend as though the bishop is not trapped. As we go to the only square where we have a future. Where are you headed? Knight to d5, maybe? Could be a pawn. I am curious as I try to find a home for my knight, just in case. So, moment of truth. And do we have too much pressure on f4? I don't know. Whoa. Where are you headed, sir? I don't have castles, do I? Fair enough. But his knight doesn't have d4 either. So therefore, we're going to have to play this by ear. Literally by ear. As to how we're going to go about this. And we want to continue. Uh-oh. That was totally uncalled for. Absolutely uncalled for, Moneypenny. And now for something completely ridiculous. We need to throw this check in just because it is important. Can we attack him again? Bishop e3. Knight f5. I think I do have to stuff him. Now that we're up an entire rook, we can give back some of the material, right? Let's get this one in. We need more where that one came from. Yeah, rook to g8 was going to follow. Profitable crows. Oh, I did lose a game to profitable crows. Oh, no. All right. Looks like we're fighting to get all of our rating points back here. Gonna have to be a good role model and show him how it's done. That was interesting. All right, and now for the moment of truth. Is there one? Mm-hmm. We do need to keep moving. We just need to keep moving. And e5, f6, queen f6. Where are you headed, sir? This does look extremely, extremely dangerous. Okay. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Oh, no! Knight takes g4. What was I thinking? Is that true? Knight takes g4, queen takes b2. I just had to play rook c2. I am in trouble here. I am in trouble. Absolutely. Knight e5 was a major lemon. I only had queen e2. I only had queen e2 here. And I get my pizza back, right? Knight d7. So it wasn't so bad. Oh, do I not get it back? I don't get it back. After bishop takes knight d7, queen f3, king f1, queen h1 mate. Got it. Profitable crows. Nicely done, sir. With 4 minutes left and I have to get to the train station, it's a little scary. I don't know that I can play another game. Nah, it's not going to work. Less than 6 minutes. I don't have time for another game. But namaste. Good couple of beatdowns today, I have to admit. He hit me in the down under parts. Twice. I think I fell to 2 different checkmates where I did not respect his ideas. Crazy. Holy cow. Is LeeChess.org using a chess.com board? That's crazy. LeeChess.org is using a chess.com board. Shrimp on the Barbie. Thank you, ethical grandma. But I do have to get to school on time. I must get to school on time. Thank you for the blurt sound effects from Miles Plays Chess. I always wanted to check them. Namaste, everyone. Please join the dojo if you've not already. You can find the links there and in the YouTube description. Click out Anand, the goat of chess, his playlist for our latest serious instructional stream. How is this you too, ethical grandma? I see you have more than one. Namaste. But here you don't have the text to speech, unfortunately. But you do always get the text to speech on the YouTube. You just have to, ironically, if you want to remain anonymous, you have to change your name. Have a great day, everyone. I will see everyone in Chicago. I will stream from Chicago, hopefully twice. No guarantees. At any given moment, I could be streaming. See you, mate. See you. Thank you, buddy. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, it's been a hectic week. I apologize for not being able to stream. Cheers and ciao. Do I have the raid? Is the raid in progress? I don't know that it is. Do we not have a raid? Oh no. Oh, we cannot raid them. That's why.